Hello, happy Tuesday at 2. Gonna adjust my laptop. Happy Tuesday at 2. My name is Megan, and I am a plant-based, holistic, integrative nutrition health coach and a personal trainer. And I love helping people clean up their eating, heal their life, lower stress, and come into more and more alignment with their worth and purpose. And today I want to talk about kind of an esoteric topic that I'm practicing. I've been practicing for 20 years. I think it's going to be for the rest of my life, but it's supplication versus appreciation. It's kind of the crucial layer to notice and shift when you're trying to line things up and get what you're intending in life. Um, so that's what I want to talk about today. And if you join me, comment. If you catch the replay, comment. I love for these to be chatty and interactive. And if you comment watching the replay, I'll come back through and talk with you. But yeah, today we're going to talk about a little nano layer underneath the manifesting and getting what you want, even if you're like doing a really good job and heading more and more into what you want and evolving and ascending and shedding, sandbags, energetic sandbags in your life or physical sandbags in your life, right? There's always different layers. And this one I think is really important. And it came up yesterday in a coaching call. So I figured I would share it today. But again, if you join, say hello. We will talk about this. So I like to start all of these lives breathing to ground me, to ground the middle of your Tuesday, to ground you. So we're just going to do 3 breaths together from the crown. Hi, Christy. Hi, Christy. We're just going to breathe together 3 breaths from the crown chakra, which is like kind of, I guess, the yarmulke area, like where the soft spot of the baby is. Just down into the ground. We want to ground our crown, ground all of us. We want to love and protect everything we're calling in. It's that kind of day energetically. Instead of like taking action. Sometimes we need to actually just sit on the egg or allow the cake to bake or allow the acorn to be under the ground and not dig it up, right? So that's this kind of day energetically. So we're going to breathe just 3 times from the crown, just down and out of you, and love and protect. So feet on the floor. If you're driving, keep your eyes open, but you can still breathe with me. So we're going to picture, imagine, pretend, visualize just white light above your head. And we're going to breathe into the crown. Inhale. Exhale and send it all the way through you and into Mother Earth. Love and protect all you are calling in and all you are intending. Second breath, inhale from crown, white light. Exhale, fill your crown and send it to the earth. I love and protect all I am calling in. Last one, inhale, white light from above. Exhale, send it from your crown to the earth. I love and protect all I'm calling in, all I want to call in, all I might want to call in. So again, this came in a client call yesterday, and it's something I learned actually from Neale Donald Walsch. He's a writer, Neale with an E, Neale, Neale Donald Walsch. He's an author, and he wrote the books Conversations with God, Communion with God. Like there's like maybe 5 books he wrote. And I read them, to be honest, like 20, 21 years ago. And it's still something I'm practicing, and it's still my opinion. This entire life, all of my lives are only my opinion. If you agree with me, lovely, let's converse. If you disagree with me, lovely, let's converse, right? Because I do love to talk about all this stuff and guide people and coach people and also learn, right? Learn. So I'm going to share with you like a little snippet excerpt of what he said in that book. It's in Conversations with God. It's in the very first book. And the cool thing is, so I read these books and I also listened to them on audio tape, right? It was 21 years ago. So it wasn't on streaming. It was like on a CD I physically put in my car. And the cool thing is about the audio tape with these books, I don't know if you've read them. Christy, have you read the Conversation with God series? You might have, because we've read a lot of the same books. But in the audio book, the voice of God goes back and forth between male and female. And it's just sort of, it varies where it is. So it's pretty cool that even then, I mean, I think he wrote it maybe 10 bits and pieces. Okay, yeah. I think he wrote it maybe 10, 15 years before I read it. So it's pretty cool that then in his audiobook, he was acknowledging like mother, father, God, universe, like all other energies, right? Not making it a super like strict regimented kind of religious thing, which is absolutely not what the book is about. But so this came up in a client call yesterday, and I'm going to read the little excerpt and then I'll just talk a little. I don't intend this to be a long live, but so his excerpt is, this is from God. The correct prayer is therefore never a prayer of supplication, but a prayer of gratitude. When you thank God in advance for that which you choose to experience in your reality, you, in effect, acknowledge that it's there, in effect, right? Already in effect. Thankfulness is thus the most powerful statement to God, an affirmation that even before you ask, I have answered. Therefore, never supplicate, appreciate. Right? So, to explain this, in my opinion, again, there's such a fine line between pure desires, rockets of desire, like Abraham Hicks says, right? There's such a fine line between our rockets of desires and our intentions and our wants. And then the energy of not having that yet, right? Because we have the desire, and the desire is pure, and the desire is correct. And we're here to launch rockets of desire. Again, Abraham Hicks. And we're here to like have intentions and wants, right? Because we're each individuals on our own soul journey with our own taste, which are with our own experience of the world, right? Nobody experiences the world like I do, or like you do, or she or he does, right? It is semantics. It is semantics, yes, but it's much more important. It's literal, visceral feelings. So prayers of supplication, right? Therefore, never supplicate, appreciate. Prayers, it doesn't matter if it's prayers like in the literal sense or whatever, right? Prayers of supplication equals lack energy, right? Lack mentality. And sometimes energetically arguing for your limitations, if this resonates, right? Prayers can be literal, like sacred, organized religion, or secular, which are, in my opinion, more sacred, because if they're secular and they're just like personal and like life, that's the most sacred. You are the most sacred in your life for you. And then, of course, your doggy and your children and your marriage and your family and, hopefully your job that you love is also a sacred part of your life. But like the secular version of prayers would be statements that we say over and over again that our cells soak in, right? What we say is part of us, becomes part of us, right? And our cells photocopy for us, like, I'm trying to eat healthy, but there's no time. And you say it over and over again. I'm trying to eat healthy, but there's no time. Trying to be healthy, but there's no time. And God universe says, and so it is. Photocopy, right? And then we get more of that, right? It's also the secular, like the personal version of like non-sacred prayer, but prayer is also the constant undertone and undercurrent that's running in your mental emotional spaces where lack reigns supreme, right? The constant, like, how and when, right? How and when is not ours. What and why is ours, right? Our rockets of desire, what we want. I want to be at a weight that feels powerful, that feels strong, that feels healthy, that I feel I look good at, is sustainable, lets me, clean up the barn, right? Or chase after my grandkids or whatever, right? This is the weight that is my rocket of desire. But we have this prayer of, I'm trying to eat healthy, but there's no time, right? And then we're also trying to flex and control the how and when. We can step into aligned action to allow the how and when to come into our life. But the how and when is ultimately not ours. The what and why is ours, right? So the lack, the emotional and mental spaces that undertone of it's not here yet, it's not here yet, right? Don't get me wrong, I'm practicing all of this too. But like the constant how and the constant when and the constant conditional, right? I'll eat healthy once my mother-in-law leaves, or I'll eat healthy once I make it through this week, or I'll eat healthy once, that's conditional love on yourself, who is to be the most sacred in your life, right? Whether we are running a lack loop and praying consciously or subconsciously for supplication and rescue, that's our self-imposed, self-shackled obstacle. Even if it's a subconscious running, like when am I going to get to transition full-time into my business? Just keep taking aligned action and you will transition full-time into your business, right? When am I going to meet the man of my dreams that's my magnetic husband who is supposed to match me, right? Just keep taking aligned action towards yourself, how you want to be taken care of. And then he, she, it situations will line up, right? There's another thing. And I mean, I've talked on this before that like words matter. What we say, what we run, that constant undertone or undercurrent of our mental emotional spaces, right? We can be so aligned, 90% aligned. And I'm speaking to myself too. You can also be 60% aligned, which would be a whole lot better than 40% aligned, which would be a whole lot better than 20% aligned, right? Which would be a whole lot better of feeling like all of the crap in your life is out of alignment, right? There's going to be varying degrees, but there's always, if it's not here yet, you're not aligned with it, or it's not time. It's not divine timing, right? And words matter. So Jen Sincero, she's another person who I love, right? And when you're saying, I'm trying to eat healthy, but there's no time, it's these sort of things. And she's got these badass books. She says, I just want to there's word swaps we can use too to help us come into more alignment. And I'll share more about the supplication versus appreciation on the behalf of somebody else in a second, because I know that that's important. And I know that's another aspect of this. But for us, if we're praying for help with weight loss, but it's supplication, if we are praying, doesn't matter again, if it's subconscious statements we say over and over again, or that undertone, or literal praying. If we're praying for a bigger house to fit the family, if we're praying from a lack, from I don't have it yet, then the universe and God says, yes, you don't have it yet. And we photocopy this. But again, just like Neil Donald Walsh says, when you thank God in advance for that which you choose to experience in your reality, you, in effect, acknowledge that it is there in an effect, right? Meaning you have to line up with it. I have to line up with it. You have to line up with it. Thankfulness is the most powerful statement to God, an affirmation. Why can't I read? Oh, my handwriting. An affirmation that even before you ask, I have answered. Therefore, never supplicate, appreciate, right? Appreciate. So Jen Sincero says, be on the lookout for phrases like, I can't, I wish, I want, I will, I suck at, I'm trying to, I hate, right? I'm trying to eat healthy, but there's no time. I've posted about this on social media before, but I really agree that I'm trying to means you're not committed. So then here, and replace these phrases with I love, I can, I do, I am, I create, I excel at, I'm so grateful, I ... right? So instead of I'm trying to eat healthy, but there's no time, you just say I can eat healthy. I love eating healthy. I do eat healthy. I am eating healthy. I create opportunities for myself to eat healthy. I excel at eating healthy. I'm so grateful I get to eat healthily, right? Like you can bring yourself into a place of appreciation and not lack. And then not pray for supplication from something outside of you for this lack undercurrent that's running. Is this resonating? Because this is something that's it resonates with me. I'm still practicing. I've been practicing. I'm getting a lot better, but I'm going to practice probably forever, right? Because the different nano layers. And again, when you're done peeling one onion, 100%. Thank you, Christy. When you're done peeling one onion, generally the universe gives you another bag of onions. And then when you're done with that bag, it gives you a warehouse of onions, right? It doesn't matter. I mean, until we really reach ascended master status, which would be what? Buddha, Jesus, Baha'u'llah, Muhammad, right? we're going to have to practice these things. And the practices will get more clear. Are they going to get easier? Maybe sometimes. Are they going to get more difficult? Probably, because you're at a higher level, right? So it's all vibration and energy. It's all connected. It's all connected. And if you guys follow me, you know I believe this, right? The inflammatory foods static up. Like if you're just eating willy-nilly, I'm trying to eat healthy, but there's no time. And then you're just eating what you know makes you feel bloated and puffy, uncomfortable, gassy, crampy, crabby, right? Those foods static up. I know that's not a verb, but it is now. Our vibe, our energy, our mental clarity, and thus choices and habits and words and reactions and responses. And we start praying for supplication and we start going into the statements over and over again. I'm trying to eat healthy, but there's no time. And the undertone is staticky and also anti-productive, going the other way away from our rockets of desire instead of, right? Exercising or no time for movement, right? Same thing. You're going to static up your energy and your vibe and then end up in a space of lack, or you're going to clear up and realize that you are the one running that lack and it is up to you to shift behaviors, patterns, habits that no longer serve you that actually feel terrible, right? I've always meant to start meditating, but I'm terrible at it. Well, there you go, right? That's again lack. That's again lack and not going to bring you anything you want to manifest, anything you want in life, whether it is the weight you want, the money you want, abundance, abundant food, abundant monetary wealth, abundant health, abundance in relationships, right? When anything is running lack, there's an undertone of lack. And so lack is running, right? It's all vibration and energy and it's all connected. Really, really, really like learning how to clean up your eating and that for your individual body creates space to respond and intentionally word and phrase your desires for you and for others. So let's just step for just a second into others, because that's a whole nother layer. And this is actually kind of why it came up in my client call yesterday, because someone's aunt, not my client's aunt, but someone's aunt is having health things, right? So it's another layer and that's theirs. So if someone is in a health struggle, someone outside of you, not you, but someone you care about is in a health struggle, instead of praying for supplication on their behalf from a lack of power within you, a lack of health in them, right? If we're praying for supplication for health for someone else, we are saying that they are lacking and I am lacking and there is lack, right? If we're praying for supplication on their behalf, which is not ours, shift into appreciation. Shift into appreciation. So appreciate all of their beautiful character attributes. Like if this is someone you love, shift into all of their beautiful character attributes. You could be like, thank you so much for her sparkly, tenacious spirit. Thank you so much for her badass cookies that I remember having eaten since I was 2 years old. Thank you so much for her, willingness to drink more water and try, natural methods in conjunction with Western medicine. Thank you so much for whatever. Her positive, appreciate all over her. Right? Again, like if you thank God, so then another thing is you could say, thank you for healing, the healing that is in their highest good. Thank you for the healing that is in her highest good. It's not mine. Her healing is not mine. Her soul agenda is not mine. Her life path is not mine. If I love her, do I want to have her around for much longer? Yes. I want her around forever and I want to be around with her forever. But that's not mine, right? Mine is me, to align me, to align me with how I want to feel and what I want to ingest. And then be so in alignment that I can hold space for her and appreciate all over her and then thank God in advance for that which you choose to experience in your reality, you in effect acknowledge that it is already there in effect, right? So just saying thank you, thank you, thank you for the healing that is in her highest good, in her highest good. Is it in her highest good to heal completely and like be radiant in a lighthouse and keep going for another 50 years? It'd be great. Is it in her highest good to really gracefully, easefully transition in back with source? Maybe. That's not mine. And if so, healing in her highest good. I wish her the least, hold space for her to have the most comfort, hold space for her to do it, gracefully, easily, gently, right? But like other people's stuff is not theirs. And then after you say, thank you, thank you, thank you for the healing that's in their highest good, then release. Then you release, right? You release, you allow, and you soften into you. Because you are the only person who's living your life. You are the only person who you can control, right? Soften into you, your life, your desires, your aligned action, right? When I'm wanting something for me, I run mantras that I say, it is my intention, and I ask the universe to support my intention to. So I've given you the example before. It is my intention, and I ask the universe to support my intention to heal powerfully and quickly. I am healing faster than any of the doctors in Colorado or Florida expected, including, my PT. And am I completely healed? Well, not yet. It's only been 8 weeks since I broke my wrist and had surgery and got a big plate with 9 screws, right? It is my intention, and I ask the universe to support my intention to heal powerfully and completely, right? It is my intention, and I ask the universe to support my intention to come to a weight in my body that is the most powerful, strong, healthy, looks good, feels good. I can chase after the grandkids. I can clean out the barn. Right? It is my intention, and I ask the universe to support my intention because it is my intention, right? I know this is an esoteric topic, and again, this is only my opinion. It's only my opinion, and in my opinion, it's a crucial layer to ascending higher in our own personal evolution. Thank you, Christy. I'm so glad you love this because this came up to share, and I was like, I'm just going to go in. I'm just going to go in. And if this resonates with, it's resonating with Christy, she's a soul sister, client, friend. And if it resonates with anyone else who watches this, drop a heart, leave a comment, email me. I'm putting my email on ways you can message me below because I love talking about this stuff because I'm in this work. I've been in this work intentionally for over 20 years and with guidance and my shaman for like 14 years. So I'm here for it. I'm here for you. I'm here for this. I'm practicing in this space. And if this resonates, then let's be in this space and be in this playground together. Comment, ask questions, do what you feel, and message me. I love talking about this stuff. Again, guiding you, coaching you, learning from you, your opinions, if they differ from mine. Let me know where you feel stuck and what prayers of lack you realize that you're subconsciously offering on a regular basis. I mean, I've seen some new ones the past few days with me when I'm looking for this. Are you arguing for your limitations and then living Groundhog's Day, right? Let's look into this because this is a crucial layer to ascending higher and higher in our own personal evolution. I really, really believe this. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you in my next live. Bye.